I say I do poetry, but usually I just talk shit on the mic. So nobody's on to me at the open mic chat. No, this is great. Okay, this first one's called Seppuku. It's a form of ritual suicide that originated with Japan's ancient samurai warrior class. Once bright-eyed, I cradled stories in my palm. Cluster of truths laced with journalists' calm. The mic was my scepter, the pen my sword. Dreamt of battles with words that simply would not be ignored. But whispers slither through the chambers of power. It's not your place, they hiss. This isn't the hour. I ask of the soldiers who lie cold in their grave. Quiet, they hiss. You best behave. Inquires on scandals that scream through our streets. Silence, they make open threats to close my tweets. Leaks that would flood the public with light. Shush, they insist, as they lead humanity further into the night. Bridges and roads crumbling under our feet. Pause, they demand, a safe distance from the expanding cracks of our concrete. I probe on the graft that's clear in our sight. Halt, they order. We need the narrative tight. Queries for homes of the homeless, heartbroken. Cease, they declare, let the finance determine their throne. I challenge the tales of grown men's vow games. Judge not, they scold, or you'll be the one in chains. In a failing system resigned not to making good on its pledge, Julian Assange decided to fall on his sword, and now I ponder exactly how close I am to the very same edge. Thank you. Alright, this next one's untitled. In the land where truth is a perilous creed and the messengers fail as the tyrants proceed, load the words, aim the lens, expose the brute. The Gaja script raised, lives rendered to dust. You captured their plight, report you must, but the question lies in the rubble and the rust. Simply their stories being told answers whether it was just. In the end, it's not the bodies that sprawl, but the world's consciousness that hangs upon the final call. How many scribes must be offered upon the altar of truth as the echo resounds? Load the words and aim the lens as the tyrants pray. We run out of the brave souls they want mute. Thank you. Second one. This one's called Fucking Muppet. And this one was inspired when I heard the Pentagon files were released and all the journalists were just like, oh my god, who's going to protect us from all this information? Like it's almost like it's almost like a clown show at these press meetings nowadays. Like I said, fucking Muppet. After all these years, I finally got my press credentials. It's funny though, it's not the people, but the White House tells me what's essential. I had questions about the war, but they said don't bring up things that could be influential. I had questions about leaked documents, but they said don't bring up things that are confidential. I had questions about our failing infrastructure, but they said another Flint, Michigan would be too monumental. I had questions about corruption. They said keeping order was too instrumental. I had questions about the lack of affordable housing, but they said BlackRock will handle residential. I had questions about wealthy pedophiles, but they said don't be so judgmental. So I sit there like Kermit and ask, well, what can I ask? I'm a fucking Muppet now. A corrupt system sticking its hand up my ass. Check if there were kids out there. Sorry about that one. Alright. Last one. There's another untitled. I will it so, the truth will be told. I carefully craft the words for the story to unfold. I pick up my pen, brave, enlightened voices of the bold. I pick up my pen, piercing through the lies corporations once sold. I pick up my pen, leading the charge against the corrupt and the cruel. I pick up my pen, uniting the voices divided, previous pawns crystallized together as jewels. I pick up my pen, no care packages for teachers, but weapons for tyrants to rule. I pick up my phone. I smile at the death threats from a well-mannered, fancy-dressed ghoul. I put down my phone. I foresee the path of destruction, and I remain cool. I pick up my pen as I lay the last words upon the page. I know against society's grandest vice, truth's seeds I shall sow, because we shall all reap the most reliable pattern embedded in the soul. Thank you.